Hello, welcome to the next installment of Drinking with the Saints. Today is February 12th, and it's St Julian. We have little solid historical data on the earliest St Julian the Hospitaller, or Julian the Poor, but we do have a colorful story about him from the medieval Golden Legend, where he appears as a PG Christianized version of Opedius Rex. Julian, hexed by witches at birth to kill his parents, leaves home and marries a young bride, but accidentally kills his folks 20 years later when the devil deceives him into thinking that the two people at home in his bed, his visiting parents, are his wife and another man. After slaying them, he repents of his error and, following the good counsel of his wife, throws himself on the mercy of the Christ and dedicates his life to building 7 hospitals and 25 poorhouses. The story is obviously apocryphal, but it does have a does a nice job of turning the tragic and hubristic bleakness of old Opedius' tale into hope and Christ's love. More than 80 locations in France take their name from Julian the Hospitaller, or perhaps St. Julian of Le Mans. As we said, the history is fuzzy. 5 of the great wine growing regions of France pay homage to St. Julian, one way or another. In Bourgelise, there is a little winemaking town of St. Julian. In Provence, there is a winery domain to St. Julien le Vin. In Languedoc, there is a winery, Chateau St. Julien du Septime. In the Loire Valley, the commune of St. Julien du Consols, home of the famous Muscadet grape. And in Bordeaux, the town St. Julien Bechevel, which leads its name to the AOC appellation St. Julian for a celebrated red wine in the Medoc subregion. Or in commemoration of St. Julian's warm reception of weary travelers, the poor, how about a hot cup of southern hospitality? Thank you, and God bless.